Hey bro. Social skills didn't click for me when I learned a fuck ton. Instead, they clicked when I figured out why people are even social in the first place. Imagine you've got a doctor's appointment. So, on the day you go to the doctor's office, the clinic, and you walk up to the front desk. You tell them your name and who you want to see, and they tell you to go sit down. But all the seats are full, apart from one. So you sit down, and to your left is an old lady, and to your right is some pregnant lady. And instead of talking to them like a retard, you instinctively pull out your phone, open TikTok, and start scrolling. Like, what, bro? You might think that's completely normal, but if you really think about it, it's really fucked up. Most people don't even, like, talk to each other. I mean, yeah, in school and work, but for the most part, people just keep to themselves. And honestly, I don't think this is a new thing. Like, 100 years ago, instead of pulling out your phone and scrolling on TikTok, people were probably also antisocial at times. I don't know if it was to the same degree, but maybe they would have just had a book or a newspaper. But these people you're sat next to, the old lady and the pregnant woman, they don't have anything. They're just sat there with their own thoughts. And what would a social person do in that situation? That is a question I ask myself every time I'm unsure of what to do. Every time I don't know if I should talk to someone or just leave it alone and forget about it. I ask myself, what would a social person do in this situation? Imagine the most social person you know, or the most social person you've ever heard of. Or if that's not enough, just imagine like the ultra giga infinity social person who's like got fucking infinite charisma and confidence. What would they do? They'd fucking talk to them, bro. They'd talk to everyone. Everyone. Doesn't matter if they're on the other side of a fucking highway. They'd probably shout across the highway and catch the other person's attention so they could talk to them. Of course, that's extreme, and unless you haven't seen a person in like 3 months, then maybe don't fucking do that. But I think you get the point here, which is just social people talk to people. Like, I don't know how you can try to be social without doing that. It's literally the fucking foundation of socializing, talking to people. So the more you talk to people, the easier it gets, the better you get at it. So you don't have to add a bunch of shit into your routine. You don't have to add a walk where you go on like an hour walk in your city. But you do have to have things that you go to, right? Like, it's all fun and games talking to people until you realize that you don't even leave the house. You're just inside in your room all day working on business. So Get hobbies. Leave the house. Hobbies will give you a reason to talk to people. If you don't already have school or work or some other preoccupation that you have to get to, preferably every day, then you have to add a hobby. And because school and work usually aren't every day, you just have to do it, no matter who you are. And the benefit of having a hobby is that if it's a genuine hobby, if you haven't got the hobby from some fucking YouTube video like top 10 most masculine hobbies, like, that's just fucking retarded, bro. Pick your own hobbies. You don't have to listen to other people for that shit. Just pick something that you find fun. Whatever you're thinking of right now. Like, I know you might be thinking, oh, well, this can't be the right one, right? Like, well, maybe there's another one, and for this reason and that reason, this one's better. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. Just pick one. And the advantage of that is that you've got something in common with the people who are also there. So let's say your hobby of choice is MMA. You go to the MMA gym for the first time and you see someone. Actually, you see a fuck ton of people because it's a popular MMA gym. And you're kind of nervous because it's your first time there. But you remember that social people talk to people, and you want to get into MMA, so you start talking. And before you know it, you know half the people's names. You know the GPS coordinates of some guy's buried treasure, and you've learned a bunch of MMA skills. So, just fucking talk to people, bro. It's a fucking gym. Like, there's no reason not to. And yeah, in some situations it's bad. Maybe a funeral. There are like some really niche specific situations that I can't really think of right now. But you'll know when you come across them. If you're not a complete retard, then I think you'll have the intuition to figure out whether or not it's appropriate to start talking to people. But in 99% of situations, in just regular everyday life, it's completely normal, it's completely fine. We're literally fucking social creatures. I don't even know if there are any animals that are like the lone wolf, that are all alone. Moose. Yeah. The habit of talking to people is fucking great. And you can view it as just that, a habit. Just as any other habit. Brushing your teeth. When your teeth get dirty, you brush them. When you're outside your house, you talk to people. And this is also another point, which you don't have to implement, but the more hobbies you have, the more places you go to outside your home, the more opportunities you'll have to talk to people. So, if you really want to, you can have like 5 hobbies instead of just one. But that also won't be very sustainable. Even if you don't have school or work, you'll still have to commute to 5 different places. Unless they're really close and they don't take very long, or some other reason that you have. But I would just recommend starting with one thing. Just get a hobby, bro. I hope you already have a hobby. Maybe you go to the gym, maybe you do kickboxing, maybe, I don't know, you play football or something. Talk to everyone there. Everyone. Click the link in the description for my community.